Dear viewers, welcome to Realtors Cafe with Azfar Tahir. How are you and how have you been and how was your last week? Hope you're enjoying the weather and other activities. As you know that the purpose of this show is to educate you about the real estate market, about the mortgage industry, what's happening in the market, what new things are coming into this industry, what's happening, what are the trends, what are the current trends, present trends, what's going to happen in the future. So that's why in every show I bring in a professional as a guest to my show, who talks about all these things and try to educate you and info the knowledge, the maximum knowledge they have. So today, we have a big name, one of the big names of real estate industry in our studio, and he needs no introduction. So let's go to him straight.
Thank you.
Akbar Zare.
Thank you.
Welcome
Appreciate
to
it.
our studio, Akbar.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I'm very thankful and grateful to you that you've taken time out from your very, very busy schedule. I know you're a busy man, you're a busy professional. And Akbar is not only, heading a real estate company by the name of Kingsway Real Estate. Needs no introduction. Akbar needs no introduction. He is an instructor, he's a trainer, he's a coach, and he builds companies, and he train and build real estate agents and brokers. So he has immense, experience and several years of experience in doing all these things.
Appreciate it.
So it's an honor that you're here.
It's my pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure is ours.
Thank you.
So Akbar, this time I'm not going to do any talking. You are the one who's going to do the talking throughout the show. So first of all, welcome. And Akbar Zare from Kingsway Real Estate.
Thank you.
Tell us what's happening, because you have a very strong hold in the market, and you have a very, I would say, eagle eye. And you look at, all aspects and all trends going on. So please tell our viewers, what's happening in the market right now and where are we heading towards?
Well, first of all, I want to appreciate the invitation, and it's a pleasure to be here and see you again. Good friend, I always respect for you and what you do.
Thank you very much.
And also, great respect for what you're doing. So taking your time, your precious time, and educating the public and bringing people here that they have expertise in some fields of this real estate business, and sharing their thoughts and opinion, and it's very valuable. And I personally appreciate what you do.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm sure our viewers, they're also thankful that you invest in your time and helping everybody to understand the business. As far as the real estate business goes and real estate market goes, I always been kind of detailed in respect to when they say real estate market, as what we're talking about, where we're talking about, what kind of real estate we're talking about. So when you're talking about real estate, it's such a wide, such a large, you're talking about pre-construction, are we talking about resale, are we talking about rural area, are we talking about outside of GTA and so on. So if you break it down and then talk about it, segment by segment, area by area, I think it's more, useful and more accurate, rather, to viewers than just talking generic.
Generic, yeah.
And sometimes I critique our boards and like CMHC or Toronto Real Estate when they put the statistics out, and it's really not accurate. The numbers are accurate, but you can just like, for example, when they say Mississauga market, you got Mississauga market somewhere down south of QEW, those big houses, a high-end market. Then you got middle, which is, say, for example, the center of the city or Churchill Meadows and so on. Then you got some areas like Malton. So what's happening in Malton and what's happening in Churchill Meadow and what's happening down at Lakeshore and Mississauga Road, you got three different
Yeah, the
perspectives.
different areas. Mississauga has grown so big,
Big.
Over the years.
It's so diverse
and
now,
and the
so,
Malton is a part of Mississauga, but doesn't look Mississauga.
That's right. That's right. So what's the average price in Malton and what's the average price in Mississauga down there? So you got to really break it down as where the market is and what we're talking about, right? So with the boards, statistics that every single agent they post on Instagram or social media and so on, they just put all the numbers in a pot. And sometimes I feel bad to say this, but this is kind of misinforming the public.
That's right. Agree.
Because you're not giving the right, accurate news.
Yeah.
And therefore, it's very important for us to pay attention when we're talking to prospective buyer or seller at what segment of that market are they in. So are they in a high-end market, low-end market, and so on? Because they are all different statistics, different numbers. And or if you're talking about outside of GTA right now, kind of slowed down now, you know. But when we're talking about Mississauga, as we were talking earlier, the market is hot.
It is,
You have buyers that they are looking, and wherever you go, 5-6 offers. Thanks God, there's no 80 offers.
80
There's no
offers. It used to be,
50 offers.
it was insane.
So that's part of our conversation, basically, that it seems like as far as the numbers goes and the market goes and the prices goes, it's kind of correcting itself now, if I may say that, use that word.
Do you already see that the market is a little settling down?
Definitely. For instance, I just had a listing in Grimsby, beautiful townhouse with the lake view and so on. Comparable sold in May, 1st of May for $735,000. We listed for $699, just like any other agent. So we hope that we're going to sell it for $740 maybe or so. We had 24 showing in 6 days, and after we did the offer presentation, there was no offer. Not even one single offer.
Yeah, it's happening
and we're
now.
35,000 below what the last comparison in the same complex sold. So that's an indication, basically, like kind of either buyers taking a step away, or there's more properties out there, more product out there for buyers to shop around.
So what do you think, what is the main reason for that the market is settling down and we don't see so many offers? I mean, the bidding wars is kindly slowing down. As you just rightly said that few months ago, I mean, on each and every property, 20 to 30 offers, you know,
Yeah,
or
50, 80,
and 50, 80 offers, you know. But now 4, 5, 6, 8, that's the range. So what do you think? I mean, what is the main reason?
As you're holding a position, high ranking position in real estate, real estate business sector, and I'm sure you do study the numbers and so on. Every day, my job is basically to look at it as what's going on in real estate overall, and also outside of real estate, what is it that affecting the real estate market? It's not just the inventory, you know, political movements, issues, and so on. Those are all, you know, immigration, of course. Those are the things that affect the real estate market. Again, this is a kind of historical thing that when it comes around June, July, there are more inventory out there. So one of the factors that slowed down a bit in the bidding war, I would say, not market hasn't slowed down. So I just wanted to make sure everybody understands.
The market has not slowed down. Yeah.
Market is not slowed down. The bidding war slowed down. So that's
prices are there. Prices are on the rise. Don't take us wrong.
Right. I want to just correct ourselves so tomorrow, you know. So the prices are still good and still rising, you know, slowly, not as jump like the way it was in January, February per se.
Right.
So therefore, it's the bidding war that the number of the offers less, and one of the main reasons is that there's more inventory out there. Secondly, when you look at the listing on MLS, you know, average days on the market dropped big time. It went up big time. Yeah. And instead of seeing 3 days on the market, 7 days on the market, now it's 28 days, 29 days market. My advice for buyers out there that, or realtors that they are watching your show, and it's that don't go after the brand new listings when it comes on the market. Don't start, jumping on that and trying to put an offer right away.
They might get into multiple offers.
Look at the properties that have been on the market for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So you got a better chance of negotiating and getting a realistic price for that property than hopping on that brand new listing, that the hot listing that just came out. So that would be my advice for the viewers, that kind of don't rush. It'll be there. So yeah.
So do you think that as you know that this stress test was introduced, was kicked in by the Finance Ministry and the Bank of Canada on 1st of June, and the mortgage qualification criteria is a little higher, it's tougher, and you will be qualified at 5.25, although you would be getting the same rate, discounted rate offered by the bank. But you have to qualify yourself.
Right.
The buyer has to qualify himself at 5.25 in order to get the mortgage. So do you think that this stress test is going to have any effect on the real estate market?
Honestly, no. Because the first time that they brought the stress test, we all worried that, oh my God, what's going to happen? Market going to crash and so on. It didn't. Yeah. Look at COVID. No, we couldn't have more crisis than actually COVID. Here's a pandemic, and everybody, worried that market going to crash. Even CMHC, as I said, I don't want to disrespect CMHC and so on. They put an article out there. We looked at it back in last year that 42% price is going to drop. And I had actually a webinar that I told people, don't panic. In my opinion, it's going to go the other way. Why? Because just think about it. People over 60 years old that they own properties, they're going to be worried not to sell their property. They're going to stay put, and that's going to pretty much dry out the inventory. The supply of homes out there is going to shrink. And therefore, when the supply drops and demand is there, the price is going to go up. And this is exactly what happened. So, and people that they sold their home back in November, December, firm, they have to buy a house. And when you look at the number of the sales in Toronto real estate, when they reported in 2019, for example, 85,000 homes sold. So just taking into account that in the last 3-4 months of the end of the year, these are people that they sold their home. Now they have to have a place to live. Of course they're going to go to bidding war. Of course the price is going to go up. Not as CMHC said that they're going to drop 42%.
Because CMHC, in fact, they were into kind of a negative campaign,
Always.
Because always, CMHC is always. Because in fact, the problem was, or the reason was, because they were not getting business.
Right.
Majority of the buyers, they were putting down minimum 20%
Correct.
towards the property. So when it's 20% or higher, CMHC is out. So
that's right.
So nobody's going to these insurers, to
that's
get
true.
Insurance. So they were not getting those.
Very true. Very true.
So that's why they started, campaigning or spreading negative news about the real estate market, and people have seen that.
And media
too. It was the other way around. Market went.
And media too. You have to be smart when you're reading the articles in media. About a month and a half ago or so, all over the newspapers, Global Mail, Toronto Star, and so on, a house in Woodbridge sold for $2 million over asking price. Okay, that's shocking, right? Everybody said, "Oh my God, maybe I should list my house $1 million over what's worth." So kind of wrong message. But if you look at the house that sold, actually, in my opinion, it sold $2 million less than what the value of the home was. The agent went and listed for 7.2 or something like that, which 10,000 square feet, $100 per square feet, that's $10 million. $100 per square feet. So, and those are kind of things that people, they have to be smart when they are reading the article, go deep in the article and see what's the reality here. So it was listed $5 million, I think, under the value. So if they sold $2 million, still the seller is out $3 million. Those are kind of things that I look for.
That is the purpose of our show, to bring professionals like you who have immense knowledge, and they can, share it with our viewers, our friends. So that's why that's the purpose. And you are, very well experienced, knowledgeable. You're a trainer. You're sort of a trainer. You're a coach, and I know that it's your company. You have regular training sessions, training programs. Tell us.
Every Friday, yes.
Tell us about that.
For realtors, we have now is a webinar. Basically, we used to have in-house training. We had a bigger space that we had about 100 seats. Every Thursday it was full. Basically, sometimes people, they were standing in the hallway as you attended. Sometimes there you came and visit us. So, but now it's online basically, Zoom meetings. Zoom meeting. Now every Friday at 2 o'clock. So I may be changing it to Thursday next week, and then we're educating the professional realtors. And then not excluded just only for Kingsway agent, it's open to all the realtors from any company. So I share my knowledge basically with them, some projection that we're talking about, some training as what they need to do in order to stay competitive and stay on the top of the market, and share their ideas and opinion with the clients. Bottom line is to benefit the client. So we don't want people to pay too much for their property or have a wrong idea about what their property worth, and then they list it and they be disappointed that they didn't get the price.
That's right. That's right. Okay, as everybody knows that the market is hot, it's steaming, and especially the GTA market, it's totally getting out of affordability.
Right.
It has crossed the affordability level, especially the millennials and the youngsters. And the first-time home buyers. I think it has become very, very hard for them to purchase a property. So, what do you suggest? I mean, to all these buyers?
Frankly, as far as this whole pandemic changed the platform and changed the way we live. We never thought that we're going to do a Zoom webinar every day to train people or meet people or even do a presentation. But look at it, what's going on. So with this pandemic has affected lifestyle. So that's why we see outside of GTA market kind of increased big time.
Big time.
Why? Because you can still, for the first time buyers and so on, they still can buy a property out in Stony Creek or Niagara Falls or St. Catherine, a detached home, under $1 million. Good luck to buy a townhouse in Mississauga in that range, 800, 900, So, and if they are working from home, this pandemic forced people to work from home. A lot of professionals, they work from home. Even my doctor, I don't see my doctor anymore. So it's a phone call visit.
Phone call, I had a couple of
appointments. How you feeling? And if it's necessary, then you go in. But there are a lot of other professionals that in a different sector of the business that they work from home. Therefore, they don't mind to leave out suburbs, say for example, Stony Creek, as I mentioned, Barrie market is booming right now, but still it's not too late to get good deals out there.
Even all the way up north. I mean, I was in North Bay. Even North Bay, they have multiple offers.
Yes. As I said, when you work from home, it doesn't matter how far you are from Toronto.
That's right.
You don't need Toronto anymore, right? So, and then also we see a huge trend of those first-time buyers. They get into pre-construction.
I was coming to that one. We see, I mean, lately or the last 2, 3, 4 years, there's a lot of people are running towards pre-construction now.
Right.
Even the agents, they hardly used to deal with pre-construction or the developers, only in condos, but in housing.
Right.
But now I see that, everybody's going towards pre-construction. So tell our viewers about that.
Actually, it's funny because last Friday, I had a webinar with over 100 people on my webinar agent to teach them how to sell, how to get involved with this pre-construction, because a lot of developer, they bought lands a few months back, a few years back, and they sat on this lands and they got the permit, but they, developers, they want to get the maximum out of their investment, sat on the edge. When the market picked up, and just in Mississauga, you see so many condo projects going up. That's unbelievable, and yet to come. I don't know if I can share this, but right around square one, there's over 60 more condos that's coming up. That's the condo king telling you.
Yeah, condo king, Sorry, the condo king. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell our viewers.
So over 60 brand new condo is going to be built in the next 5 to 10 years. Because
you have exclusivity. I mean,
I
for
have
those
a platinum
projects.
access with a lot of the platinum access with a lot of developers. We do sell a lot. We are involved with all the project that's happening throughout the West End. We don't even have time to participate to some of the project downtown Toronto or outside of. We don't even go to Etobicoke.
You're so busy here.
We are so busy. Yeah, it's so busy. We go to Oakville and Burlington and so on. We go to our that way. Why? Because I think still the prices, even brand new condos, price in downtown Toronto, it's more expensive. Even the parking that they sell separately for a big buck than Mississauga. And Mississauga is becoming pretty
downtown,
much almost
downtown
Toronto.
I mean,
so yeah, and for millennials and for first-time buyers, it's a great idea to get into the pre-construction. The fact that the down payment, especially if they're going through the first stage of the sale, which is through the platinum agent like us, that they get preferred down payment.
Preferred deposit structure.
So they got 3 years to pay down payment to come up with the money.
During that period of time, they can save some more money. And
mind you, we have to be honest with people, and I'm very straightforward. As you know, the price of a brand new condo, it's 100,000, 150,000 more than the resale. But the ability to get into the market, it forced a lot of millennial and first-time home buyer to get into pre-construction business, and that's why it's so hot.
So hot. Yeah.
Then you got empty nesters that they got this home that it's free, there's no mortgage on it, and they sell it for $1.4 million. What are they going to do with the money? They buy the pre-construction to move 3 years from now, right? They go rent for 2-3 years until the condo is ready, and then the rest, either they share the money with their family, or they buy for their children, or they buy 2-3 units as an investment. The money sitting there, it's not making money. It's good to have money if your money is making money.
Money is making money. See,
otherwise, in the bank,
there's no point.
Not a good idea to keep it in the
That's why, I mean, it's very, very, very delightful and very entertaining to talk to people like yourself, who has, the depth of knowledge, and and you like to share it with everyone, with different people, with your agents, because that's why, I mean, you train them on a regular basis and try to dish out the maximum knowledge. But the thing is, I mean, talking to you, I think we can take days and days. I know you can take days and days talking, and you can dish out to share your knowledge. And the thing is, the time is constrained. That is, an issue. So I would like to thank you very much on behalf of Voice of Toronto TV, and from all team. I really, from the core of our heart, thank you very much for your time and coming to our studio.
It was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to see you and to have a chat with you.
That's very kind of you.
And
thank
that's
you
sincerely
very much.
I'm saying that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So dear viewers, I mean, we were talking to Azfar Tahir, who's the broker owner of Kingsway Real Estate, needs no introduction. And if you need any help, you can call him, and you can call me, or you can call our studios, and we are here to help you to take care of your real estate needs, your financial needs, anything. Please feel free. I hope you must have enjoyed this program, and the people like Azfar Tahir, who, full of knowledge. It's very, delightful to talk to them, and it's very enjoyable. So take care of yourself, stay safe, and keep watching Realtors Cafe with Azfar Tahir. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Thank you.